opening act. I have been a part of these opening acts for years. But guess what my job usually is? Usually, I get to use my talent as a chair stacker. Yeah. Woo! Any of you guys have that talent, that gifting? Yes! And so it wasn't until a few months ago I went to a Sean Bolt's conference, and there was this woman that went on the stage that had a lot of talent. And I remember thinking all through the years at all of these opening acts that I've been to, like, oh, that'd be cool to maybe someday be able to, like, do some type of performance. But then I'm going through the list, like, I can't paint, I can't dance, I can't sing, I can't play a musical instrument, although I thought I could in high school. I really can't, right? I'm like, I only got one gifting. I could read a book. That's my only talent. Hashtag Queen of the Geeks, thank you very much. And so I've always wanted to have some type of talent, but I'm just too nerdy. You know what I mean? Any nerds out there? Anybody relate? You're like, all I got is I'm a bookworm. Is that cool? So I go to this Sean Bolt's conference, and I see this woman perform. Well, she's a stand-up comedian. Nice. And I'm listening to her, and I'm like, excuse me, this is a Christian conference. Like, we don't do comedians. We're Christian, right? And then she discussed about why she is a Christian comedian, and that basically laughter is a tool that the Lord has given us to awaken our souls. That so many studies show us that laughter, as we all know, is the best medicine. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I get to warm up the stage with a little bit of laughter. All right? So I want to introduce to you your first act. Yours truly. Here I am. Thank you very much. And in case you were wondering, yes, I am wobbling in these heels because I don't normally wear them. So anyways, now that I'm done being serious, I'm ready to really talk, okay? So speaking of talking, the theme of tonight is triumph. Okay, so everybody, you're going to sing this song with me together. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Triumph. Triumph. Let's hear it. Triumph. Triumph. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Like I said, I wanted to be a singer, so I just had my debut. Thank you. Okay, so with that, what does triumph mean? Triumph means to achieve a victory. And I think as an American, I don't know about you, but I kind of struggle with the word triumph. Because when I think of triumph, I think of like Hercules winning the battle. He killed 500. Right? And I'm like, oh, when was the last time I killed 500 people? Thank God for you, I'll never. Okay? So then I'm like, okay, so if I haven't killed 500 people, then what does triumph mean? Because that's really like the only way I know how to define that word. So thinking through, like, okay, well, triumph means like achieving a victory. So what are little victories in my life that I've accomplished? Well, I've decided that it's easier to think of victories in different seasons. So we all have different victories in different seasons. So first and foremost, an easy victory for us to all relate with is one that my 2-year-old has recently accomplished. Any guesses? Potty training! Yes! So, think about this. It's time to go sit on the toilet. You've had a bad day, right? Don't we all just wish there was someone just in there? Yes, good job! You got it in the toilet! Wow! You know, we all have those days that we just need a little cheerleader to be like, hashtag triumph! I got it in the pot! So with that, we actually have some spoils of war for my daughter. And it's a jar of gummy bears that we keep in the bathroom. And so every time she lands one right where it's supposed to be, guess what? Gummy bear. Gummy bear. But then we've had some friends come over. one of which is here tonight. And he was over at our house. His name's Juan Martinez. Hi, Juan. And he was using our facilities like a gentleman. And next thing I know, he comes out of that bathroom. He's all, And he goes up to my husband, and you know, Juan, he talks like he's cool. And he's like, yo, bro, that's the best idea I ever seen. You put the gummy bears in the bathroom. Dang, I'm going to do that at home. He's like, you go to the bathroom, you give yourself a reward. #triumph. Yes. Score for me, baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to invite you, if you're having a bad day and you're like, feeling I can't do nothing right, you come to my house, you drop a deuce in that pot, #spoils aware, you getting a gummy bear. Victories. Celebrating victory. So there's another little victory that my little 2-year-old that's over here likes to do. So let's say we're getting in the argument or something, you know. And we all know that mom never wins, right? But when we argue, we always want to have the last word, right? I'm going to win this one. I got the last word ready. Are you ready for what my 2-year-old's figured out? Her #triumph. We're debating. We're trying to work this out. Next thing I know, she looks at me like, victory's mine. Runs in the other direction. I'm telling you, and it's one of those things she knows exactly what. We've talked about it all the time. She's like, Mama, it's victory in my book. It's victory. So anyways, needless to say, I'm just kind of considering maybe I should implement this in my daily life. You're arguing with me, I'm going to win this war. Once again, I'm tripping because I can't even play. Okay, so moving on to seasons, next season. So then there's the college student. And they're like, I'm in Professor Willett's math class. And I was able to stay awake for 10 minutes. #triumph. Or then you have this crazy nerd like me that's like, I got a B+ on my math test, but I didn't have a panic attack. #triumph. I'm doing okay. So you have your college age triumphs. And then life changes and you become a mom. And things that you took for granted your whole life, you start to be like, victory. Are you ready for my current victory, ladies and gentlemen? My current victory is I took a shower today. Praise him. The victory is his. Never in my life did I think a day would come that I would be grateful for bathing myself with hot water. But the day has come. So if you haven't experienced it yet, just start thanking Jesus now for hot water showers. And then the next stages in life. So at work, people like to bring me presents because I'm so amazing. And one of these presents that I get a lot, also because I hang around a bunch of 80-year-olds, is the box of these chocolates. Woo! Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I had a triumphant victory last week. I was on the clock at the hospital. It's about 10 p.m. Getting tired. I got 4 new ICO consults. Everyone's trying to die on me. And I open up the drawer. Guess what I found? A brand new box of Nuts and Juicy's chocolate. Yes, baby. And I'm looking at that box and I'm like, Jesus, help me, please! The temptation's so strong! Because the last time I opened a box, I ate the whole thing! Jesus, help me! So, guys, I only ate 6 pieces boxes in 6 minutes. Hashtag triumph! Speaking of food, I do love to talk about food. I hope you don't mind. Amen. Yes, I knew I loved you. I have a disorder. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it before. I was diagnosed years ago, right around the same time I got married. And it's called hanger. Have you heard of it? Hungry and angry? Actually, I'm lying. I don't have hanger. I have something else. It's a little bit more embarrassing. It's called hage. Hungry and rage. And the first time I was properly diagnosed, because I first was diagnosed with hanger, but then the doctors came back and said, we misdiagnosed you. It's not hanger, it's hage. And this happened because I was coming home from work one day and I was pregnant with the big belly. And, big belly, eating for two, my life's stressful. I might or might not have, I'm trying to keep it anonymous. I mean, I'm not sure if it was me, but like someone that looked like me and acts like me did this, Called her husband. Was like, I'll be home in 7 minutes and I'm starving. You better have food ready for me or else. And my husband just so kind of like, no worries, honey, I'll be ready. So I'm burning rubber down my street, get into my driveway, put it in park, get out of the car. Thank you. Guys, it's tough. It's really tough. So I get out of the car, and I'm getting to the house, open the garage door, like, I'm home! And guys, the funniest part is that I'm not kidding right now, that my husband is in the kitchen making dinner. Dinner's on the stove, right? But it's not ready yet. So he's taking food, and he's throwing it at me. He's like, honey, dinner will be ready in 10 minutes. Just start eating this. Oh, has anybody heard the song? He turns my morning into dancing again. We know that song, right? It's about that God just transforms our pains, right, into something beautiful. He turns our ashes into beauty. Well, my current prayer is that he just transforms my hage into hoy. Because my hunger and rage is just becoming a problem that I'm trying to learn to be hungry and joyful. Okay, I need to be hungry and joyful at the same time. So if you guys could just pray for me, let's pray right now. Let's pray right now. Everyone just stretch out a hand. Jesus, transform her hage into hoy. Yes, I receive it. I receive it. They say the first step is confession, so I'm getting there, okay? So, speaking about food, because like I said, I really like to talk about food. I have these friends, and they I eat gluten-free, dairy-free, casein-free, meat-free, everything free. And they like to talk to me about it. Like, I'm not the right person. I just ate a box of chocolates. I struggle with age. Do you know what would happen if all I ate was dairy-free, meat-free, everything free? We won't talk about that. That's another disorder for another day. So they like to tell me, and they're like, yesterday I just ate vegetables for breakfast and vegetables for lunch and vegetables for dinner, and I felt so full. You should try it. And so then I like think about like, well, what did I eat yesterday? Like if she ate like 17 vegetables yesterday, like how many vegetables did I eat? So I start thinking and thinking, and I'm really thinking hard. And then I realized that there was mushrooms on my meat. Wow! Hashtag triumph! Hashtag I ate a vegetable yesterday. How about you? But maybe you can't relate with these stories and you're more like my husband. Do you know my husband has one particular day of the week that is like his triumph day? You know what day that is? Oh, yes, they know. His triumph day is Thursday. Do you know why? That's when our housekeeper comes. Some people might be worried because he just loves this woman. And when he talks to him, like he talks like, Liz is coming tomorrow. Hashtag victory is mine. Amen. That maybe you have like a victory like that. Or perhaps your victory is more like someone else in the crowd who shared with me that when they come over for their gummy bears, you know what I mean? When I say gummy bears, you know what I'm saying? They come over and then they're like looking at that toilet and they're like, Jesus, let it go down. Let it go down. You know, maybe it's just victories like that we need to celebrate.